Last week when I released my video on why do I push myself so hard, I got quite a few responses from people suggesting all sorts of things. Most of all, I was getting the message that I shouldn't be working quite so hard, that I can take it easy at least once in a while. And honestly, I really do feel like I should. But then I start to remember how much I'm improving upon myself by keeping this up. And really, the people that I tend to admire most in life are those who can push themselves so far. Even when it's for reasons that aren't really what they need, I still find such characters inspiring, especially those who do so for the sake of others, all the while never complaining about it. I love seeing characters that are willing to sacrifice so much because they know what they are doing is for a good cause. And sometimes I feel very much the same way about this channel. The primary reason I started doing these videos was to work on my voice acting, but I'm also very pleased to see how much my words can inspire others for good in their lives, even sometimes in very small and simple ways. But with that in mind, I do still want to find more opportunities to improve upon my voice talents. I have been most fortunate to find so many people who enjoy listening to me, but I want to do more. Doing something like the dramatic reading with Scribbler was a lot of fun, and perhaps I may find other such opportunities in the future. But then I have people who message me about taking part in fan animations that I'm not so sure about. It's certainly one thing to create a deep, growling voice for a Thestral. But when others want me to play the part of a young colt just because they like listening to me doesn't really seem to fit with where my natural talent lies. I honestly do want to hear from my watchers about other opportunities to expand upon my voice talents, but I really have to feel passionate about the work before it would sound any good. Which reminds me of a lot of messages that have gotten lost in the mix because I'm attempting to keep up with all the requests that people send to me and oftentimes failing. My sincere apologies to anyone who doesn't get a response. I really am trying, and at the very least I am still reading through everything that people send to me. But perhaps I should be getting to the main reason I wanted to make this video. What should I be doing next in order to keep producing consistent content without falling behind on everything else? A lot of you out there were telling me that I should upload 3, 2, or even just 1 video per week, and that you'd be fine with that. I certainly appreciate that so many of you will still enjoy visiting this channel even without all the extra content. But if there is one thing that drives me in life, it is overcoming a challenge. And right now, I see all these overwhelming issues as a challenge. And I figure that I should try to do things a little differently in order to overcome that challenge. First off, I have seen a number of messages suggesting that I have someone else help me put all the videos together so that I'm not spending as much time on them. And perhaps that could help. The main problem I see with that is the fact that I am very passionate and very dedicated to completing these projects in a timely manner, and I really don't know anyone who is willing to put themselves through as much work as I do, at least when it comes to creating videos about MLP. I would still have to write my own scripts and record my own lines, so the only major part of the process that I might be able to pass on to someone else would be the editing. I'll admit that at this point, my editing skills are amateurish at best. I keep the process as simple as I can while still trying to be visually appealing. I'm sure there are all kinds of ways to make these videos better looking overall, but one of the reasons I am able to create so much content in the first place is the fact that I keep my videos relatively simple. However, just because I have my doubts about whether anyone really could keep up with my current schedule doesn't mean that I can't give anyone a chance to prove me wrong. So if you feel that you have talent when it comes to creating videos and feel up to taking on a challenge, let me know. I'd like to see what you can come up with. Secondly, I feel that I should be doing more to add variety to my work, and at least in part I am in the process of making that happen right now. The new video series, A Moment with DRWolf, is still in progress, and I'm very much looking forward to hearing what each of you think once the first videos are uploaded. But since I am working with others, I can't give a definite answer on when this new series will come out. Beyond that though, I'd like to hear your ideas on what else you think I should be working on. And again, what I'm looking for most is improving upon my voice acting. So I've thought about trying to find some very short fan fictions to do dramatic readings for. Something that wouldn't take more than a couple hours to record at most. Just please bear in mind that I can't be going about reading through dozens of suggestions from people who want me to read the stories they themselves wrote.
Help you with your unfinished novel? Mine's about this awesome Pegasus who's the best flyer ever and becomes the captain of the Wonderbolts.
I'm also thinking that perhaps I should be doing more podcasts, since I also need practice when it comes to unscripted conversation. But the more I think about it, the more I come to realize that I'm actually a far better listener than I am a talker. If I'm in a group of 4 or more, I tend to spend the majority of my time just listening to what others have to say. But perhaps if I was doing more one-on-one conversations for a podcast, that might help my hesitations about being more social. All in all, though, I am thoroughly grateful to all of you who sent me words of encouragement over this past week. I am still dedicated to creating a lot more entertaining content for this channel, and I hope that I can continue to impress or even inspire. I look forward to seeing your ideas in the comments below, and perhaps I still can keep this schedule going normally with a few tweaks here and there. Until next time, I am DRWolf, and I look forward to hearing from you.